this is what I would need to make that happen. Hi, it's Richard again. Quick one today, really. It's a word that we probably don't come across that often, but I just wanted to share with you. The word is serendipity. And so, yeah, it's one of those. Until a few years ago, I wasn't really sure what it meant myself, but serendipity is really where we have a chance encounter or a chance occurrence, which is actually beneficial to us. So it's just, it's one of those things you think, what I could really do with right now is this, and then lo and behold, something happens which answers this. It could be somebody coming into your world. It could be something dropping for your letterbox. It could be an opportunity, a new job, all sorts of different things. So serendipity, that's what it is. Well, what's the context here and why is it relevant today? Well, if you watch one of my previous videos on raising finance, you would have probably heard me talk about the opportunity I had to get involved with a couple of deals, which were a lot bigger than I've been involved with recently. And they were between £3 and £4 million each, and there were 3 of them. So I probably needed something like 10 to 12 million to be able to take them down. And that's more substantial, more significant than the projects that I've been working on until this point in time. Now, I've been working on some bigger projects, but not that big. So maybe for some people that isn't particularly large amounts of money, but in my case, what I've been used to was not that high. And so I did start thinking about it, and my subconscious was at work, and I realized that there were ways in which I could make it work, but I hadn't, in all honesty, taken it that much further. But here's a really interesting thing, and if you believe into the universe, the power of the universe and things like that, I conceived the idea and I thought, well, this is what I would need to make that happen. Basically, working with other people is the answer. And then I kind of let it rest. So it was working in my subconscious mind, but equally, it was out there. There was some energy out there in the universe, okay? And then today, I have a town hall meeting, and many people in my community come and join that town hall meeting. It's an internal meeting. But one of my joint venture partners was on that call. Now, I happen to know that particular partner doesn't have a lot of available capital at the moment because I'm managing most of it on his behalf. So I wasn't really expecting him to come up with a solution, but we're just chatting about it. And lo and behold, he mentioned that he has a brother-in-law who invests overseas, but is, for the time being at least, not looking to do any more overseas investment. But as a result of which, he perhaps has some funds available to invest in the UK at the moment. And the sorts of amounts I was talking about really fitted in. And it's like, wow, it was just a chance encounter, a chance conversation. I wasn't expecting anything out of that particular conversation because, as I mentioned, I kind of knew the financial situation of my joint venture partner. But lo and behold, he mentioned that he has access to someone pretty close to him. I presume that they trust each other, and so that might be an opportunity. Now, we don't know if that's going to go anywhere, and there's obviously a lot of hurdles to cross, but it's just that serendipitous moment that I wanted to share. So if you didn't know it before, the word serendipity, if you did, maybe we should practice it a little bit more. And even this video is putting messages out there that we could connect, something could happen. Who knows really? But anyway, that was it. I just thought it was a great thought for the weekend, and I'm going to leave you with that. Happy VE Day. If you're watching on the day, I've got my British flag here, just as a representation of that. But happy VE Day for the whole of Europe, actually, not just the Brits. But hopefully you're having a social distancing street party, as I know some people are. But have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.